We live in the Museum of Graffiti. What's up, man?
What's going on, man?
Hey,
We in the hub.
We in the hub. No, I'm not gonna do it. I promised myself I wouldn't start messing with the
You see how
boom.
I'm like this, right?
I'm chilling, bro.
And I usually grab the mic, so.
Usually you go grab it. See, that's why I want to invest in these, bro. Nucleus did an amazing job at setting up this activation. I mean, by far, out of 1 through 10, what do you give it?
I would give it 11, right? The reason I give it an 11
Busted 11.
is because as somebody who's a podcast host, the most important thing about set design is comfortable seating.
100%. The seats, bro, 100%. They wrap you and hug you a little
Hugs
bit.
the bones.
And since we're kind of, like,
back support.
we're not like, thin model
At all.
kind of style.
Plus size gang in the building.
You know?
I know Mendez Fitness don't like to hear that, but
I got a little booty, It is what it is.
we in the building.
I hope I don't say anything that Nucleus doesn't like me to say on this, but it's a takeover, baby.
Let's do it.
Take over. So we're here live, man. I want to start off with one question about, is it Basel or is it Miami Art Week?
For the people who are real art connoisseurs of this, they come for Art Basel, right? Art Basel is not just a Miami thing. There's Art Basel Tokyo, like it's a real thing for the art community. Now, because of the trendiness of Art Basel, for those who are not as equally inclined with art and just like when stuff is happening, you get the watered down version called Art Week. So I feel like Art Week is like the semi-pros, and then Art Basel is like the NBA.
Oh, okay. So it's like that leading up to the big event.
Yeah, like say if the Super Bowl was in town, everybody would make an event called the Super Bowl this.
Yeah, true.
So it's like, oh, how can we
Like,
take
I
advantage
got
of
some random
art?
bar somewhere.
Yeah, how can we take advantage of Art Basel being in town? We're going to call it Art Week.
Well, I mean, being a PR and marketing advocate as you are, like, do you feel like it's a good strategy to do that? Like to come up with something around bigger events?
I think you need to be leveraging any opportunity to get eyeballs on your product, right? So if you're a person, you're a business, you're anything, you need eyeballs on what you do.
Yeah.
If Art Basel creates organic eyeballs, why would you not tap into that for your business, for your service, for what you do? I'm a personal branding guy. I need eyeballs on what I do because that's what I preach. So if you're not tapping into it, it's a big loss. That's why we at 4 or 5 events a day, because as we're growing these personal brands, we have to be everywhere.
Well, that brings up the whole thing of like, we do a live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. I feel really bad that this week was the one week that we didn't do it Wednesday at 8 p.m. I reminded you, I said, yo, we got to do a live today. I know we're Art Weekend, Art Baselin on the yacht, and we're doing that pearl stuff. But I feel like when you show up and you're not just behind the logo, you got to get caught out in the streets, man.
100%.
People got to find you. They got to connect with you. They got to see you, shake your hand, say how you doing.
Like this gentleman right here. He dressed very nice. He looks important.
I think so, yeah.
He's got to be important.
He's got to be. Let's critique some of the fact. I love the outfit. I love that suit. I need to find me a good...
What's that guy do?
What do you do? He's an attorney, you see?
You see that? Very well dressed.
I used to be a paralegal. I used to have that stuff in my closet, like, on the spot. Yeah, well now I'm a creative person, so I got to have these shirts. I have to have a good range. Good idea. Shout out. Your name? Matthew McNamara. Shout out to Matthew McNamara.
But did you see he came to the Museum of Graffiti, right? That stands out to me because I'm used to seeing, I'm going to see a bunch of Jordans in here, a bunch of streetwear.
Yeah, my Jordans in there.
He got my attention, right?
That's true.
But that could be part of the brand. That could be part of his brand. And I think people think I'm a fashionable guy. They don't know the story about why I'm fashionable.
Yeah, it's definitely a long story.
We were poor, so I had to make my stuff look custom to stand out, right? But my fashion sense has become a part of the brand. So you have to find something that resonates with you, like your beard. I couldn't imagine you without a beard.
That's you know what? When I started this, I knew that it was a journey I wouldn't be able to turn back from.
Yeah.
But like, I really do appreciate fashion, and I really like dressing up like that. For a long point in my life, all I wore was suits and ties, right? So I know that when you're getting me out, right, the new famous angel out here with this like style, it's like, yeah, I always had it, like you say, but I needed to find what was me, what I gravitated to, right?
Yeah.
I can't just throw on any clothes and any brand just because.
Yeah.
Because fashion is not a brand. Fashion is
That's the style.
it's a style. It's an art.
It's an art
form, right? And it has to match you.
Has to
now,
match you.
shout out to Old Navy because honestly, anytime you've invited me somewhere, I go. Yeah, this is a lot of truth right now. I pull right into Old Navy. So if I'm ever late, you know that I pulled into Old Navy.
Yeah.
I looked at some of the sets and some of the outfits and like, okay, what's the color palette that we're going for?
Yeah.
All right, bam, put this and this together. Too bad they don't have shoes.
Yeah.
Because I would have copped the whole outfit right at Old Navy.
So this is the thing. I got some fashion
Hey, what's up,
influencers, some future influencers. Do you guys dress yourselves?
That's your fashion style. You feel comfortable with that.
That's their swag, right? They put that together. So that's gonna be to them, right? As she grows up, her style's gonna change. She's gonna find different vibes. But you got three different people with three different styles, but they got a vibe, right? So that's part of their brand. They already branding right now.
Speaking about, like, I want to talk a little bit about my brand because we're starting to refine it a little bit more. And thank you for that. I really appreciate you bringing me in front of the camera. A lot of people don't understand or know why I have fast food chain T-shirts. Like, I have a whole collection of fast food chains or chain restaurant T-shirts.
Why?
I don't know. I'm a big fan when a brand, especially a food establishment, takes it upon themselves to design T-shirt merch or merch that like helps the people that really like their food, like be passionate, be like followers of the brand.
So Red Lobster need T-shirts. They
Bro,
gotta step it up.
I'll tell you, what is it, Raising Cane's?
Okay.
They have their own T-shirt stuff, but it gets better when there's like a story behind it. So for example, In-N-Outs. In-N-Outs is a famous like big debate. In-N-Outs or Shake Shack. If anyone's hearing me and they're out here from California, they'll be like, you better not say Shake Shack, right? Because there's a big feud with it. But a lot of people don't understand that their shirts are actually seasonal. They change the colors every season. And there's a limited amount of states that actually have different runs that they do.
So you fell into the marketing.
Bro.
So you're the person that goes to Disney and get the magnet every time they come out with a new Disney magnet.
I was never really a big Disney guy, but like, yeah, definitely those are very easy for you to be a part of the whole Disney culture, right? Because you got to wear it with pride. But I feel like it just, going back to fashion being art and a style that you embody, you have to feel good in it.
100%.
Right? So you can't just wear something and just be like, okay, well, I'm fashion, No, like, it has to be you.
Yeah.
So when people talk to me, I always talk about food, bro.
That's
like,
true.
I'm a foodie. I love talking about food. And I get real deep, like with the bacon and like the tones and all this kind of stuff. But I love what In-N-Outs does.
Yeah.
Their burger never misses. I go to Texas. This is where I got this one
I
from.
feel like In-N-Out, Five Guys,
Shake
if
Shack.
you from up north, Jake's.
Ooh.
There's
Kroger's. There's another one.
right? There's a reason why they have a very limited menu, right? And this is what I tell people about personal branding. You have to do what you specialize in. Regardless if In-N-Out does shakes, they specialize in the burger, right? So when you go to a Five Guys, right, there ain't no chicken fingers and onion rings there.
No.
It's burgers. You want 1, 2, or 3 of them.
Unless you want the secret menu, which I know about.
So it's like, yo, you gotta be that way because you can't give people too many options. If I go to Five Guys and now they got lettuce wraps and fried shrimp taco.
Option fatigue.
There you go.
That's what happens, man.
There you go.
Do you know why I love that we're here in the Graffiti Museum?
Why?
I used to break dance and do graffiti. No, for real, bro.
If these cameras and lights wasn't here, I would ask you to do one of those hand things.
I can do it. There's enough space right here for me to do something crazy. But I'm not gonna go wild. Nucleus has been so nice to like let me grab the mic. But no, all this stuff back here, bro, like it all inspired me right when I was, I would say 16, 18. I fell in love with the whole New York like b-boy culture.
Yeah.
Really watched a lot of those movies that breakdancing movies and stuff like that. And I had the turntables, the techniques, little turntables. I used to wire a speaker to my bathroom so I could put a record out in my room and listen to it while I was like taking a shower or something. But that's how much I got into it. I love the fact that my mom supported me so much that I used to go do high school parties with 2 8-inch subs, like you used to put in a car.
Yeah.
I would take those subs and put them into the party, connect them to the mixer, and those would be my my subs.
And that was when it was just like the red and black.
The red and black, little wires. Not knowing I probably could electrocute myself or whatever.
This setting makes me want to rap.
Oh, see, so for me it was the b-boy style. For you, it was the rapper.
It was the rapper.
Because that's where you came up doing this kind of stuff.
That was my thing.
Can you drop us a freestyle real quick? Like a quick 16. I know you got something.
Come on, man. So I go deeper and deeper. My brain capacity is overloaded, might give me a seizure. I be thinking so loud, I overpower the speakers. My brain crazy, my thoughts tower over the teachers. I'm Einstein in his prime times 9, and I grind with these lines until these lines turn to dimes. Now that's making money word for word. I'm a nerd, money earned come from verbs I learn. I put that work in, I be grinding with a purpose. I'm deeper than the earth is, from the core to the surface, and I'm making dudes nervous. Rapping with a purpose, I'm non-stop. I keep going when they close the curtains.
Are you hearing this?
These are deep thoughts,
He's
can't be
freestyling right now.
retaught. Can't compare the professor versus the retard. We can't compare it to me, you just petite spark. A broke mouth is to be considered cheap talk. I'm good, man. I'm good. Let's go.
Yo. Y'all heard it here. Yo, little by little, I feel like I'm going to get you out.
Nucleus pulled me out of retirement because of the vibes.
I took you to the studio last week. People were like, yo, I want to be your artist. Where's the beats at? Yo, if y'all don't know, Barion got a whole nother side to him that you should know about, right? That whole hard drive that you brought to the studio with all them beats was crazy, fire. Crazy. And I feel like the people just got a treat hearing you freestyle today. Do you feel like that's gonna you feel like the trajectories that you're gonna come back? You don't have to say it right now, because I know you're big on the marketing.
I don't feel like I'm gonna come back, but I'm gonna feel like if I'm inspired, I'm gonna do something.
You wanna do like a special project?
Not even a project. Like I might just wanna bless somebody's song that might wanna feature or something.
Well, y'all heard it first. If y'all hearing us out there and you're in the music space, I think you put up a post that you were gonna look for an R&B artist.
100%.
Yo, if y'all are down and y'all want to take the challenge, it's not easy, but shoot Barion McQueen a message on the DM, right?
I'm looking for talent. If you're an R&B singer, you in the South Florida area, please find me.
Mm-hmm. I love it, man. Yo, Anthony, I could stay here all day, so please tell me when.
They already gave us the wrap up.
They gave me the wrap up?
Let's do it.
Perfect. Let's land the plane then. Like we always finish these types of things, we want to inspire and motivate the people that are watching us out there, because it's not about the value that you make from a money standpoint. It's about the impact that you leave behind. So what would you like to leave people with on this lovely Art Week activation?
I would like to encourage people. I know we wrapping up 2023. Today is a perfect day to start, right? Don't wait for 2024 to be like, oh man, this is my year. Start today. Today could be the day that you start that bright idea, that you start that business, that you go after that new position at your job. Start today.
100%. I'm going to add to that, and I'm going to say, don't be afraid to look like a fool. Do not be afraid that when you start and you take this next step, that you may not get it right the first time around. But just keep trying, because as they say, you never know if the 1,001 shot that you make will be that one.
Love it.
Peace, y'all.
We out.
We out here.